The brain box in a car is more commonly referred to as the engine control module, or ECM, and sometimes it's called the engine control unit, or ECU. It's the computer that controls the engine and other critical functions of the vehicle. The brain box is responsible for ensuring the efficient and safe operation of the car by processing data from various sensors and making adjustments to the engine's performance in real time. Functions of the brain box, or ECM and ECU, include several key roles. First up, fuel injection. The brain box controls the fuel injectors, regulating the amount of fuel injected into the engine cylinders. Then there's ignition timing. It adjusts the ignition timing to optimize engine performance, fuel efficiency, and emissions. Next, engine speed. The brain box monitors and controls the engine speed, ensuring it stays within a safe range. In terms of transmission control, in automatic transmissions, the brain box controls the torque converter, gear shifts, and clutch engagement. Emissions control is also a biggie, as the brain box monitors and controls the emission systems, including the catalytic converter, to minimize pollution. Plus, safety features. Modern brain boxes often integrate with safety features like traction control, stability control, and anti-lock braking systems, or ABS. Lastly, diagnosis and troubleshooting. The brain box can detect and store fault codes, helping mechanics diagnose and repair problems. Common problems associated with the brain box include a few issues. First, faulty sensors. If sensors like the oxygen sensor, coolant temperature sensor, or crankshaft position sensor fail, the brain box may receive incorrect data, leading to poor engine performance. Then, software issues. Outdated or corrupted software can cause problems with the brain box's functionality. There's also hardware failures. The brain box itself can fail due to physical damage, overheating, or electrical issues. Communication errors can also crop up. Problems with the communication network between the brain box and other control modules can cause errors. And finally, corrosion or water damage. Exposure to moisture or corrosion can damage the brain box's electrical connections and components. So, when it comes to fixing problems associated with the brain box, there are a few important steps to consider. First off, updating the brain box's software can actually resolve issues related to outdated or even corrupted code. Next, replacing faulty sensors is crucial, as this ensures the brain box receives accurate data. If the brain box itself is damaged, well, it may need to be repaired or replaced altogether. Cleaning or replacing corroded or damaged electrical connections can help resolve communication errors. It's also a good idea to check and replace any blown fuses, since those can prevent the brain box from functioning correctly. Using a code reader or scan tool is really helpful, as it lets you diagnose problems by retrieving fault codes and monitoring live data. And if the problem seems a bit too complex, or you're just not familiar with the repair process, don't hesitate to consult a repair manual or seek help from a professional mechanic. Alright, so let's talk about the tools and equipment you'll need to sort out brain box problems. A code reader or scan tool is absolutely essential for diagnosing issues and retrieving those fault codes. You'll also want a multimeter, since it helps measure voltage, resistance, and continuity in the brain box's electrical connections. Wiring diagrams are super helpful too, as they let you identify the location of specific components and connections. Having a repair manual on hand can provide you with step-by-step instructions for repairing or replacing the brain box and related components. And finally, a soldering iron and some solder may be needed if you have to repair or replace any electrical connections. Now, before you get started, there are a few precautions and safety considerations you really shouldn't overlook. First, always disconnect the battery before beginning any repairs to prevent accidental short circuits or electrical shocks. Make sure to wear protective gear like gloves and safety glasses when you're working with electrical systems. It's important to avoid static electricity too, since that can damage the brain box's components, so take steps to prevent static buildup. And lastly, always follow the recommended repair procedures to avoid causing further damage or creating safety hazards. So, in summary, the brain box, also known as the ECM or ECU, is a critical component of your car's engine management system, and problems with it can cause a whole range of issues. By understanding how the brain box works, identifying common problems, and using the right tools and equipment, you can actually diagnose and fix a lot of problems associated with the brain box yourself. However, if you're not comfortable with the repair process or you're unsure about what's causing the problem, it's always best to consult a professional mechanic.